Hey everyone, Sonya Paz with Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. Have you ever wanted to make street tacos? The kind that are so good that everyone's talking about, and you still wonder how you can do this, what kind of ingredients to have, how to prepare your tortillas, and the magic in some of your sauces? Well, don't worry, because I have got you handled today on Street Taco Sonya style with Sonya's Sweet and Spicy. So let's do this. Hey everyone, Sonya with Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. Today I have a treat for you. Not only are we going to be making street tacos, but we're going to make fish tacos with halibut. Now you can make your street tacos with any kind of fish. You want salmon, you want some yellowfin tuna, you want trout, filet of sole. If you wanted to make your tacos with halibut or even fish sticks or fish and chips. The possibilities are endless and you don't have to worry about it. Today, I'm going to show you how not only do I create a nice little glaze for my halibut that we're going to end up putting on the grill, but we're going to transform those into some street tacos to die for. There's a little bit of prep, but trust me, it's all easy. Most of these items you may already have in your cupboard or in your refrigerator, and that would be great. If not, there's a few things that you might just have to get, but I'm gonna show you how we prepare the halibut with this slight little glaze, and then we're gonna go ahead, grill those up. We're gonna get some condiments going, avocado, some crumbly cheese, some fixins to make these street tacos, the one that everybody talks about. What I have in front of me is 3 tablespoons of Sonya's Sweet and Spicy juice. I have half a teaspoon of garlic pepper and half a teaspoon of minced garlic, which I'm gonna go ahead and just add right in. I'm gonna go ahead and add Sonya's Sweet and Spicy. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the garlic pepper. And I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna mix that up really well. The spices that you've already got inside the Sonya's Sweet and Spicy will really add a lot to this. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but there's a lot of flavors going on here. And we're gonna go ahead and add this right to our fish. So what I've got, I just got a little basting, and I'm gonna go ahead and just add this right to our halibut. These are really lovely halibut steaks. These are awesome. And I'm just gonna brush that on. It doesn't take a whole lot. You might want to just flip that over on the other side and go ahead and do the same thing to all of your halibut. Or you can have this to trout or to salmon or any fish that you really want to absorb and adopt all of those amazing flavors. While we have our halibut on the grill, I'm going to go ahead and prepare in these little bowls what we usually like to add to our street tacos, which makes it just taste a lot more authentic and adds a lot more spice to it. So what I have here is, this is queso fresco, which is fresh cheese. It is a fresh crumbling cheese that is used a lot on refried beans, tacos, enchiladas, tostadas, soups, and so many other things. We like to add this just on top of our tacos because it gives it a nice little flavor. I don't usually like to use any of the cheese that you can get from the supermarket that has, the Mexican mix or the different types of shredded cheese. This crumbling cheese adds a lot of flavor, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. It comes in a wedge. It comes in different sizes, and whatever you don't use, you can completely freeze. But this is kind of cool stuff. So you take this and you basically just start crumbling it. I just use my fingers. You can probably use a fork. It comes off crumbly, and you can have these in bigger chunks or you can have them in smaller chunks. But it's a nice topper. Even if you're serving refried beans or something that is completely simple, then you're good to go. And that's that. That took literally just a few seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my container. You can always add more. You can always have this prepared. This comes in different sizes. This one is a 12-ounce size. You can get this
at any sort of Hispanic or Mexican market, and you can certainly buy it in bigger, depending on what your needs are and depending on, you know, how you end up serving this and utilizing it. But it is certainly, try a little taste there. It is lightly salted. It is a very nice cheese that kind of disintegrates in your mouth. So whatever you're having to serve it with, it's a really nice complement, and I like it much better than if you have the shredded cheese that comes in that mixed cheese mix that you get at the supermarket. Now, as I'm here wielding my knife, I went ahead and I have an avocado, and this is just I think this is just a regular Haas avocado, and I always wash my avocados first. I'm just that way. I like to just run it under with little dish soap, rinse them off really good, let them dry. Just because people are handling this all the time, every time you're cutting into this, you're going from skin right into the pulp of the avocado. So it's always best to just wash your fruit anyway. But I go ahead and I just kind of take that little stem part off. And this is how I do it. This is the easiest way that I do it, and it's really fast, is I take my knife, I take it, I go ahead and score this all the way around, twist it. As you can see, how beautiful is that? This is like the perfect avocado demonstration. So what I do with my knife is I lightly pop it in there, do a twist, and then just grab it off, and just, you can replant those or whatever. Now, if you're like me and you like to have nice slices, this is the easiest way that you can do this, so you have really nice, even slices. And just kind of score it like that. And then what I do is I take just an average Joe tablespoon. I'm going to start about right here. And as I do this, they come right out. And that is so clean. And you're not really wasting a whole lot there. We can probably throw that in. You're not wasting anything because you've gotten all what you need. So from here, you can go ahead and just do something like this. Piece these together if they've come apart. It's not a big deal. And you can place those in a bowl. We'll do that like this. I'll slant it on the other side. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do this one in chunks so you can see. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna lightly score this. And if it's a nice ripe avocado, you can feel from the tip of your knife, you can feel the grain of the avocado skin. So from here, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna take this, just lightly. If you have a very sharp knife, you should be very careful. And I'm gonna do the same thing. As I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna run this all the way around as they all wanna jump out. And you can have this, and that is the easiest way to get really nice, uniform avocado cubed, which makes a really nice presentation. And as we start building our tacos, you'll see how nicely that ends up looking as well. Now, nothing cools off your tacos than to have some really nice, colorful cabbage. You can do the white cabbage or you can just do the red. I had red on hand, and I think it also adds a lot of color. You've got some great colors here. You've got the green of the avocado. You've got the nice white of the cheese. You're gonna end up getting the more green from the jalapenos. And we're also gonna make a slurry. But right now, I'm gonna show you how I just take and with very, very thin slices, I mean, ever so thin, you want this to be something that is a garnish to your taco. You don't want it to overtake, and you don't want those slices to be super, super thick either. So I want these super thin, and that's where your sharp knife really comes into play and will make a huge difference. So as you can see, got a lot of nice thin slices going on here, and this is great. You can take that, you can just shred it up, pop that right in here. Just grab these and have them give a little dramatic effect. If this is something that you're having friends and family over for, or you're taking it to a potluck or something, you know, have some of those longer strands just drape over, have it drape right over, and give it a little bit of a little flare. So that looks really nice. I'm happy with that. Now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and add Put this here. We're gonna go ahead and add the Sonya sweet and spicy jalapeno peppers. And we're gonna just grab these. We're gonna add a little bit of juice. If you end up getting a bunch of juice in there, not a worry. Okay, just gonna go ahead and do it this way. It's easier to do it this way because I know that's what's gonna happen at the end of the night. So we're gonna add all of that in there. And this is something that is gonna really accent and top off your tacos wonderfully. So you see that? You can see the glistening loveliness of that. That's good to go. Now, I want to show you something. It's a little bonus episode or bonus thing that I want to show you is I make an amazing slurry. You can take the juice of the jalapenos and drizzle it on top of your tacos, but there's another flavor that I want to show you that is worth mentioning. Throw that there. And we're going to use some sour cream and some sriracha. So I'll be right back. Now this is something that I do that I learned from my friend Michelle, but I've added a little bit of twist to it, is I'm gonna make a slurry, which is gonna be a really nice pink colored, flavorful sauce that you can drizzle over your fish tacos. It is nothing more than sour cream. I'm using about a half a cup, but you can use more to taste. I'm going to take, this is my added secret ingredient. I'm gonna just take a dash of cayenne pepper and my famous sriracha. So this is just sriracha, nothing fancy, and I'm going to just pile that on top. Now this is to taste, so it's all up to you on how you end up, doing this, and I'm gonna just start mixing that in. As you start mixing this in, you can see that it's gonna start getting lighter and lighter, and you're gonna start getting this nice little, almost like a salmon-y color, like a light pinkish orange color. And could use a little bit more sriracha. So just go ahead and make a face. That's how you're gonna feel after having these tacos. This way. And yeah, there we go. And it's all to taste. You can add, like I said before, I'm not much of one who measures meticulously unless I'm baking, but there you go. That is a really nice, it's a really nice texture. You don't have to set this in the refrigerator. You don't have to have this be something that you make ahead of time. It literally takes just a few seconds. We're gonna try that. Perfect, amazing. It's cool because of the sour cream. And you got a nice little bite, much like my jalapenos, which has the sweet with a little bite at the end. Now, I have this beautiful, nice presentation with a tray and the cups, so I don't have another fancy bowl like that. So I'm just gonna set this off to the side when I present the tacos so that people have this nice little area that they can take from. So we'll go get our fish and we will be back. Now, a lot of you, these tortillas are the cutest little thing. They are tiny. These are street taco tortillas. Why they call them street tacos? I think because initially they're so small that you can just eat them on the street. Most people, it's maybe 1, 2, 3 bites and it's gone. I am one of the type of people that I'm a slow eater. I like to eat small bites and savor the flavor. But these are gonna be so flavorful that you're gonna wish you had them on a bigger tortilla, and you can do that. So this recipe is completely modifiable, and you can make it your own. But I wanna show you how we do it with these cute little ones and how we get that going. Now, to get the tortillas heated up, you could probably do them in the microwave. I don't really like to do it on the microwave. I actually have a little bit of water here, and I'll just dip my fingers in here and just kind of, as you can see, the skillet is hot. And I'm just gonna plop these in there just for a few minutes. I'll do 4 at a time. It doesn't take long. You could probably do 20 of these relatively quickly. And so this is what I'm gonna do, is just hit those over some high heat, get these just toasty, a little warm. And then what I'm gonna do is I go ahead and I just take them from here and I put them on a warm paper towel that I have water on and start stacking them. And yeah, it's pretty easy peasy. You could probably put a lid over it to keep it warm, or if you really want to keep them warm, then just grab a Ziploc bag and pop them in there, and they'll sort of secrete their own steam and they'll stay nice and warm. So as you can see, we have gone ahead and we have crumbled up our halibut, which is perfectly seasoned with ginger and with Sonya Sweet and Spicy. But we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna top off some of this. I usually start off with adding some of the crumbly cheese, which we're gonna go ahead and just do here. Get this ready for the gang here this afternoon. We do the crumbly cheese, and if it all falls off in the meantime, it's okay because you can completely eat that with a fork. It's not a big deal. And then I've got my avocado. We're gonna go ahead and put that on here. The best part's yet to come. So we got avocado. Even if you don't like avocado, we can go ahead and put some of that on here. It's all good. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add some of the cabbage that we laid on there. And look at these colors, everyone. The color is what makes everything all so pretty. I've decided not to use cilantro today. You can though, you can add onions, you can add cilantro, it's all up to you. But we're gonna just add some of this really nice cabbage on here, make that so pretty. And then of course the magic of the moment would be adding in Sonya Sweet and Spicy. And I know people who not only add these on here for that extra bump of flavor, but add the juice on here as well, which makes it the ultimate treat. So no worries there. So we got that going on. And now we have our slurry that we made. And this is, you can just go ahead, drizzle that right on top. A little goes a long way. And you can just put that right over the peppers and add as much as you like. But as you know, we added just enough sriracha to make it, just give it a nice little bite. But that mixed in with the jalapenos and the Sonya Sweet and Spicy is going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead, hopefully I don't get this all over my face. Take the smaller one here, and you kind of, how you do this is you push everything down with your finger and take a bite. Happy dance galore. And I'll tell you, it is tangy. You've got the amazing flavors of your fish. The fish takes into consideration a beautiful light and fluffiness. Then you have your tortilla that we went ahead and prepared, holding everything together. Got a nice little crunch from the cabbage, and a nice little crunch and coolness from the sriracha and the sour cream, and of course Sonya Sweet and Spicy. And this is something that people can make their own. This cheese, though, I want to tell you, is a prize. You can do shredded cheddar, you can do shredded Monterey Jack, you can do shredded cheddar. I like this because it gives it a nice little authentic flavor, a real nutty flavor that works well with the spices. But this is how we like our street tacos. You can eat 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, depending how hungry you are. These come in a huge bag of, gosh, there's 60 in here. And at any sort of Hispanic market, you can get those for next to nothing. They come in smaller ones of 20, they come in larger ones of 100. So they're awesome. If you don't have these in your area, you can certainly get the little bigger ones and, you know, call it a street taco, doesn't matter. It's all good. As long as you get all of these flavors into your tortilla, make sure that it's yummy, make sure that it's sweet, make sure that it's spicy, and you're good to go. I do tend to make a mess, but before I start making a mess, I want to let you know that we would love for you to subscribe. We also have a Facebook page and we also have an Instagram. All those links are going to be listed down here.
Would love any kind of thumbs up that you can give us, and love your comments, and I do respond to all the comments. So subscribe here, look at more videos there, and make sure you follow us. We have a lot more amazing recipes coming up here on Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen, and hopefully you can get yourself some street tacos and make some magic in your kitchen and knock it out of the park. So that's it. You all have a great rest of the week, and we will talk with you soon. Take care. To die for. To die for. Amazing. And here's Taco Tuya. Take care, y'all.